Hey gamers, Gecko here. With 2XO about to enter early access, there's been a lot of news coming out of Riot Games about what to expect from the future. There's been a bit of talk about the balance decisions that are going into the next patch, however it has mostly been about the cosmetics and the way that we can give Riot our hard-earned money. So, let's talk about skins. Riot has shown 3 different ways to obtain skins in 2XKO. All of them requiring some form of money. To begin with, there are bundles. Bundles are item sets that you can buy for a set amount of KO points. They haven't said how much these bundles cost in real world or the fake funny money that they have. These seemingly contain multiple skins as well as other things. The first bundle is the Arcane bundle, having a skin for Echo, Jinx, and Vi. This also comes alongside a unique KO splash, as well as all of the chromas for all of the skins. The second way is the Battle Pass. Battle Pass is a premium thing that you are able to buy that gives you multiple different things. This is, of course, skins, but it can also contain different stickers, different stages, some cosmetic for your lobby avatars, different banners for your profile, and I'm pretty sure it will also contain some titles for your character. First Battle Pass is a Ye Olden themed one, and contains 4 skins that we know about. I've written down the names of them, and I'll show them on screen. Some of these names aren't official and are my best estimate guess. Let me know if you can tell the ones that I made up myself. The ones in the Battle Pass are Bladesong Yasuo, Braum Lionheart, Teemo Lionheart, and Blind Illaoi. Again, we don't know how much the Battle Pass costs, however, it costs 250 KO points to skip a tier and get to the next one. Again, this is all meaningless, because we don't know how much a KO point is worth. And finally, some skins can be bought individually, through a rotating shop. If you played any other Riot game, you're probably familiar with how the rotating shop works, but if you're just from fighting games, let me explain it to you really quickly. You might want to sit down for this one. Basically, every week, around 4 skins are going to be shown to you in a specific shop designed for you. These can be any skins for any character, and will have prices probably relating to how rare the skin is. They haven't said how much skins are worth in 2XKO, so we don't know how much they're going to cost. However, they have shown every skin that's going to be in the rotating shop at launch. I'm pretty sure this is one for every single character, but let me know if I missed any. Again, some of these names are made up on the spot. But the ones they have shown are Boxer Blitzcrank, El Tigre Braum, Resistance Illaoi, Dynasty Ahri. Fun fact, this was a free unlock in Alpha Lab 1. Let that sink in. Zombie Slayer Jinx, Omega Squad Teemo, Sandstorm Echo, Old Ass, Bum Ass, Greasy Ass Yasuo, God King Darius, and Neon Strike Vi. There are a couple of skins that were in previous Alpha Labs that are currently unaccounted for. This is mostly the pool party skins that we saw in Alpha Lab 2. However, I think because these are seasonal skins, they're most likely going to appear, well, in summer next year. I have a lot of opinions about rotating shops and FOMO in games. However, I want to wait to see how expensive the skins are until I pass judgment on all of this. If you want to hear my future thoughts, make sure you're subscribed down below. And if you want to hear my raw thoughts, you should go over to the Twitch, where I will definitely be talking about this at some point. But that is, of course, not all. With the game going into early access, there's going to be a lot more added. This obviously includes Teemo, but it includes a couple of quality of life features. To begin with, they're adding a frame display to training mode. This works similar to how it does in Street Fighter 6. It breaks down the exact description of how frames work, showing you how many frames it takes for a move to come out, how long it's active for, and how long you're in recovery. These are relatively easy to read when you know what you're looking at, and they're a very nice feature for 2XKO. Mainly because this game is incredibly bullshit. Alongside that though, we're going to have a balance patch. All of this news comes from Yohozi on Twitter. They are one of the combat designers and are on the balance team of 2XKO. They said that we're technically going to be getting 2 balance patches. When Teemo releases, we're getting a small one to address a couple of issues, and then later down the line, we're going to get a much bigger one. Now, I'm pretty sure this is because Evo France is next weekend, so they don't want to massively change the game right before what's basically the game's first major. Still, they showed us a couple of the changes that they're going to make in the small balance patch. So let's go over them, shall we? To begin with, Double Down and 2x Assist are both getting nerfed. Double Down is going to have increased scaling anytime that you use it. This means that if you use it in a combo, that combo is going to start doing less damage. Both of the assists are going to increase the cooldown timer of your assist. This is apparently similar to how Freestyle does it after you use it, so I imagine it's going to be around 5 seconds for your assist to come out. There's an OS that's been removed with Retreating Guard. It used to be that you could hold down back and press Retreating Guard to option select out of specific sequences. Now, if you want to Retreating Guard, you have to hold back. They've changed Break and lowered the advantage of it, as well as made it so that there's some actions you can no longer take because they were apparently bugged. These actions are not listed here, unfortunately. And now onto the individual character changes. This isn't all of the balance patch. This is just stuff that's going to affect the way that you play the game physically with your hands. So there are characters that are not listed here that are probably still going to get changes, but they might just be number changes instead of actual inputs. And this is mostly displayed to begin with. Ahri is getting a slight buff, with the idea that her combos are going to become more consistent in the next patch. However, she's losing the ability to do her second Spirit Rush after the first one whiffs. Blitzcrank has been nerfed by having his unblockables removed. This is by changing a couple of the properties of Throw Invulnerability and Air Block. Jinx's Firework Super is being nerfed, the damage is being reduced, and the scaling apparently had a bug that made it do too much damage. That's been fixed. Yasuo is having his combo length reduced. The way that they're seemingly doing this is after jump 2H, depending on the distance that you did it, you won't always be able to combo into Jump Charge S1 or Jump S2. Jump S2 is actually being adjusted a little bit as well, to apparently make combo routes more consistent. However, you are going to have to change a couple of the routes that use it because of the changes they've made. And that's all of the balance changes that we know about. I expect to hear more from the balance team very, very soon, as the patch is coming out on Tuesday and, well, it's currently Saturday. I imagine we'll get the patch notes either tomorrow or more likely on Monday. Again, make sure you're subscribed to keep up to date with that. That's all I've currently been able to figure out about the upcoming 2xKO update. Let me know if there's anything I missed in the comment section below, as well as how you're feeling about the entire update. The cash shop does seem a little bit scary, but I don't want to pass judgment before I see anything. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you're running out of time. I'll see you tomorrow.